Hey guys, just a pop live I'm doing. That I started in my uh, sandwich bag. So um, these were on the 1st of August. I did a video on starting more seeds and whatnot. So just a random pop up thing, just to keep me company while I'm doing this. That's all. If you're doing the replay, then I thank you for playing the replay. I appreciate you. Give it a thumbs up, um, comment, all that good stuff. Here we go. This is a Kajari melon. This is the Kajari melon that I had started in the paper towel method on the 1st of August. So today is the 7th. This I potted this up about 2 days ago, so it probably germinated within 3 days, give or take. Um, so yeah, when I did my last video, I was talking about how on the seed packets it tells you that it could take 7 to 10 days to germinate, or 8 to 14 days to germinate, but because of the conditions, it shouldn't take that long. So this one here, this one germinated in about 3 days, and I potted it up. It's a Kajari melon. I potted it about 2 days ago. So, and I'm just recycling some little yogurt containers, nothing fancy. So I have here, I have some more Kajari melons that have germinated. I started these on the 1st of August. So I got these to pot up. I also have Space Master, Pickle Bush, and Cucamelon. I don't think the Cucamelon has germinated, but I know that all of these have germinated. I don't know if you guys can see those, but you can see the roots in there through the paper towel. Hopefully you guys can see that. Anyway, I'm just potting it up. Nothing special, just a pop up. Um, I didn't plan to come on live, but hey Gail. Yeah, I didn't plan to do a live today or anything. Uh, I'm just popping up while I'm doing this. I was saying those seeds that I started on the 1st in those Ziploc bags, they have all germinated, so I need to get them into my seed starting mix, my potting soil or whatever. I mixed my cocoa coir with some compost because I'm not bringing these inside, so I don't have to worry about like bugs or anything like that coming in the house because I'm not bringing these in the house. So I went ahead and mixed it with some compost. This one here I already did, and it is the Kajari melon. So this germinated in about 3 days. So okay, so you made that information seeking video about Canada. Oh, it comes out Friday. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'd be willing to include Canada. Definitely would be willing to do that. I could we could do something digital or whatnot. So I don't mind. Um, I don't mind Canada being involved. So yeah. So these are pickle bush. I didn't even bring anything to label these. I didn't bring anything to label these whatchamacallits with. So let me see if I can take the sticker off of my bag. That's like one of the biggest things I mess up on is labeling. 10 supporters and 10 donators. It would be a separate video and a separate wheel. Okay, well, that makes sense. At least they would be included, definitely. So here is one of the cucumbers. I don't know if I can get this open. I usually just plant the whole paper towel. I don't even bother trying to take it out, but I just wanted to show you guys, see that little root that's there. Ooh, there we go. So there's the root there. So yeah, I'm just going to take this off, the whole little piece of paper towel there. I'm not going to try to take it off. I'm just going to put this whole thing just like this into the soil. There would be one winner for all of the prizes. You're talking about for the Canada? Yeah, that sounds about right. One winner for all the 10, if you could get 10. That sounds doable. I wonder if we have 10. I know there's Lori and there's Canadian Family Life. Dang, did I just rip that? Canadian Family Life. And who else is in Canada? So no semifinalist. Okay. I think I just ripped this stupid thing off. I sure did. I ripped the root of that one off. Dang it. Well, I got 2 of them in there. That was the pickle bush. They had all germinated. I got to be very careful with this. So the next one is the Space Master, and they all germinated as well. I'm determined to get me some cucumbers and stuff. Hopefully they'll stay on there. I'll have to tape that on there otherwise. No semifinalist, only if I get 10 of each. 10 of each. Okay, yeah. So there's 4 seeds in here, and I think out of the 4, 3 have definitely germinated. I'm not going to try to take it out of the paper towel. I'm just going to plant this whole thing with the root and all. Let me see if I can just open it. Oh yeah, I'll just open it. Yeah, so I didn't plan to do a live, but I figured you guys could keep me company while I'm doing this. I'm just potting up these seeds that I started on the 1st of August that have all germinated. Hello, Ark Wildman. Thanks for popping in. It's just a random chat. I'm putting some seeds in some dirt. Figured you guys could keep me company for a little while. Oh. Yeah, see, I'm getting in trouble trying to take these paper towels off. I'm just going to leave the whole paper towel on and plant it just like that because it's causing me issues to not leave it on. All right, so the Space Master and the Pickle Bush are planted. I started these on the 1st of August in some paper towels, and they all germinated, so I went ahead and I'm putting them in some dirt because all of my cucumber plants were taken out by the cucumber beetle. So I have no cucumber plant. And Most of my squash was decimated by the squash bug and the cucumber beetle. Like they tag teamed and took all my yellow squash, pretty much all my yellow squash. I don't know if that last one's gonna make it or not, but I'm not counting on it. So I'm starting more because I'm trying to at least get a few. I did get 2 zucchini off of 2 other plants. So, I mean, it wasn't a total washout, but 2 zucchini out of 6 plants is not it. That's not the goal here. So, yeah. Crushing eggshells for the garden. Ooh, yeah. I just did some banana peels in some water. I made some banana peel water. So that's ready actually to use. And then whatever bananas that are left in the water, I'll just put those out in the garden and bury them in one of the pots. Or I got pots now that are empty because I tore those squash out. So I could just bury those banana peels right in those pots. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put this right here to let myself know that that cell is empty. So this is 3 Space Master and then 2 Pickle Bush because I accidentally ripped the root off of the Pickle Bush when I was trying to take it out of the paper towel. When I know better, I should just plant the whole paper towel. It doesn't matter, but whatever. So I got those in the dirt. The Kajari melon, the first one I got, is doing great. I put that in a little yogurt cup. It germinated like 2 or 3 days. So yes, I'm ending for next year. I got some more Kajari melon here that I'm going to put in some dirt. Oh yeah, they got some really good. Look at that. The whole root is coming out of the paper towel right there. You can see it. So I'm going to put that right into, matter of fact, I think I'm going to do two of these little 3-inch pots for the Kajari melon. I don't have to fill it all the way up, but I want to make sure that it has plenty of space for that root. That's a big root. And I'm not going to put it out right away until it gets to a good size, maybe even till it gets flowers on it, because I don't want anything taking my plants out again. So I'll probably keep them in the sunroom until they start to need pollination, and then I'll put them outside. So the Kajari melon will go in these 2 because I'm trying to babysit them as long as possible to prevent any type of pest damage. Yeah, see, that one doesn't have as long a root, but it definitely has germinated. Oh yeah, see, it's coming out the side right here on the corner there, poking out just a little bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna tear some of it off. So yeah, so that's that one. Oh, what you gonna do with your big zucchini, Gail? Are you gonna shred it up? Are you gonna make bread or are you gonna make fritters? Or do you have a new recipe? Maybe you have a new recipe that you're gonna use. All right, so all the Kajari melon is planted. I've got 3 little starts for my Kajari melon. I think Kajari melon can take like 50 days or something like that. So I'm looking forward to getting some type of harvest. They're really small melons. So they're like, the size of maybe a softball. They should be, they should do fine. Hopefully they should do fine. Those all germinated within like 3 days. So that was cool. I have to use it all at once. Stir fry, zucchini bread, and a squash casserole, and then shred the rest for the freezer. Oh, yeah. Is it that big? Wow, Gail, that's awesome. You should do a video about being able to stretch it or use it. The budget preppers probably have some type of hashtag you can use, like hashtag uh, use it. I thought Tina was doing something like every bit counts or something like that. I saw her do a video that said every bit counts. I don't know if that's her collaboration or someone else's, but I seen a couple of her videos with the hashtag every bit counts, and I got those videos in my watch later list, so I'll figure it out. But I was just wondering, like maybe you could jump on that collaboration. So this is the yellow straight neck, but I don't see any germination here. Oh wait, yes I do. It has germinated. This one has. Yeah, this one has germinated, I think. I'll put this one in. I'm just going to put them all in the soil. Hopefully they germinate. Anyway, I don't see them poking out any roots or anything, but I don't know. They feel kind of puffy, like they want to. So I don't know for sure about the yellow straight neck squash. Guess we'll just wait and see. I just don't want them to be in the bag longer than they have to be, so I want to get them in some dirt. Now, where is my zucchini? I think oh, no, that's not it. I set it down. Where did I set it? I don't see, I don't see my zucchini. Did it blow away or something? I had it on the windowsill. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, I lost my zucchini. I had a bag like this that said gray zucchini on it, but can't find it. That's weird. Well, it probably blew off the windowsill and it might be behind that futon that I have over there. I'll have to dig around and look for it. Hopefully it's not damaged. Yogi Hollow Farm and Life in the Piedmont or the Budget Preppers. Tag all three. Yellow squash doesn't do as well. Yeah, anything yellow is like up in the line of fire. So Pickle Bush has the white napkin. That's a good indicator for me to remember what's in what cell. So these are my cucamelon, but I don't see any germination on these either. No, no activity at all. I don't know what's going on. I can't get cucamelon to germinate at all. And I've used I've used different seeds. I've not used all of the same seed. I've used seed from different places, different people, and absolutely no germination on cucamelon, which is kind of sad because I really was looking forward to growing these. But I'm not seeing any activity on the cucamelon seeds. I don't even know if it's worth putting them in dirt if they're not gonna, you know. I'm gonna leave them in this bag. Actually, you know what? I think the gray zucchini's in the house. I put them on top of my coffee pot. That's where they're at. I'm pretty sure they're on top of my coffee pot. Let me see if they're there. Found them. All right. I forgot that I had put them on my coffee pot because I thought like, man, I'm not seeing any activity and I should, like zucchini usually it germinates quickly, but I still don't see any activity. And then the trombetta squash. Oh, I see some activity on that one. So I'll go ahead and put that one in some dirt. And then these were the Calypso cucumbers that I was looking forward to growing. I think I got two of those to germinate. So I'll go ahead and put those in some dirt. The Calypso was the one that grows like almost all female flowers. It's supposed to be really prolific, you know, all that good stuff. So I'm hoping, now I just lost the ones that were, oh, there's one. All right, so this one in the middle, try not to tear any roots in case they're rooted. I don't want to tear them. Hopefully I'm looking at something there and that's not, I'm just imagining it. I hope I'm not just imagining that these things are germinating. It's hard to see through the paper towel because I've doubled it over. Oh yeah, that one definitely is germinating. It's barely sticking out. Like you can, I don't think you guys can see it, but it's like barely, see the little white tip there? It's like barely germinated. But I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in some dirt. The roots will come out of there. Trying to see if either one of these are germinated. That was two. Oh, here's one. Yes, this one's definitely germinated. You can see that one has a little tip on it. I can go ahead and take that one off the paper towel. I don't see anything going on with this one, but I'll put it in with that one just in case. So that's Calypso cucumber. And I'm hoping to get some activity from that one. I'm trying to just stick to like a bush cucumber because if I do a bush cucumber, I can cover it easily if I have to, or you know, give it protection or create a like a microclimate. If it starts to cool off a lot, like especially at nighttime, if we start getting some really cool like nighttime temperatures, then I want to be able to protect it if I have to, so that I can get a harvest. And it'll be a lot easier to do that if it's a bush uh, variety. But the Calypso is not a bush variety, so I'll just have to do the best that I can with that one. Hopefully it germinates and gives me some type of harvest before the cold sets in. Cucumbers are finicky and they'll just die out on you. So that's Calypso. All right, so Calypso's done. Kajari melon is done. What else? Pickle bush is done. Space Master's done. The cucamelon, I don't see any activity on. I might just throw that on top of my coffee pot so that I could get some heat generated for that one. The trombetta, it looks like there might be some activity on this one. Sometimes the wrinkles in the paper towel are like misleading, and I feel like I'm looking at roots growing out, but it really it's just a wrinkle in the paper towel. So yeah. Yeah, that is a root. So it looks like they both have some root activity. Let's see if I can, yeah, there we go. All right. Well, maybe not. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so this one right here had some root activity. And then this one is on the other side. If I flip it over, you can see the root coming, starting to come out, poke out that way. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in some dirt. Those are the Trumbetta. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and put those in with the Calypso. So uh I've got some soil. It's a compost and cocoa coir mix, and I've got about, I don't know, not quite an inch of space left to put some soil on top of there. Probably more like 3/4 of an inch. And then I'm just gonna top it off. I'm hoping to babysit these in the sunroom for as long as I can, so that I can try to wait out the life cycle of all these pests. And I'll just put them out when they start to flower or whatnot, or when they start to get too big to care for in the sunroom. If I feel like they're suffering, then I'll have to put them out. And I'll probably just have to try to cover them up or something until time for pollination. Who knows? I might put some tulle on them, cover them up, don't even let any bugs get to them. And then, oh, there's a worm in there. Maybe I'll hand pollinate. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. I'm just popping up because I'm also working, but I'm putting my seeds into some dirt. So I figured if anyone was not busy, they could pop in and keep me some company. Yeah, I germinated these seeds on the 1st of August into paper towel and some Ziploc bags. So they've been germinated maybe a couple of days, a day or two, some of them longer. And now I got to get them in some dirt. So I'm determined, because I have 0 cucumbers left. The bugs have taken out my cucumbers. So I'm determined to try to get some of those things this year before the year is up, before the growing season is up, put it that way. All right, so this is the Trumbetta and the Calypso. So I got those done. So the only thing I'm not seeing any activity on really is the cucamelon. So I'm gonna have to put those like on my coffee pot. You know what? I think I even no, I don't know. I don't know if I did or not. No, I didn't. I should have. I had the crock pot on the other day. Hey Heather. Oh, thanks. I'm just popping up. I'm not, it wasn't a planned live or anything like that. I'm just putting some seeds and some dirt that I had started in these paper towels. But the other day I had the crock pot on, and when I turned it down to warm, I was like, you know what? That's really warm. I should put those seeds that I started on top of this crock pot lid, get some heat, generated underneath it. So I put a towel on top of the crock pot, and then I laid my baggies on top of that towel. So that was the zucchini and the trombetta squash and something else, the Kajari melon, I think. So yeah, so those, they all sprouted, but this cucamelon, I don't know what's going on, but I cannot get it to germinate. I'm gonna set that on top of the coffee pot for a little while. Hopefully I get some activity from it. Canned some pickles, but the plant is about gone. Yeah. My kids said these are the best pickles they've ever had as well. So I was bummed I didn't have more to pickle. And I don't have any. I don't have any. All my cucumber plants have succumbed to the cucumber beetle and the squash bug damage. Mainly the cucumber beetle, because what it does is it spreads a bacteria wilt that just kills your plant. Like once they get that bacteria wilt, I mean, there's no saving the plant. It's like it's diseased, and there's no cure for it. So there's no saving it. Once you see those signs of that wilt going on, you already know that it's only a matter of time that plant's a goner. So that's really what killed all my cucumber plants is the bacteria wilt. So, and this is my first year dealing with cucumber beetles. Usually I have to ward off the vine borers and the squash bugs. Like those are my nemesis. This year I did not actually see any vine borers, but I did see damage. So I know they were out there. And I definitely still see um, the, I still see the, whatchamacallit, squash bug. Still seeing squash bugs. So, yeah, me too, Gail. I'm sorry that you lost your plants too. But your plants were doing so good. They were giving you lots of zucchini. I used about 3 times as much dill than what calls for. Oh, I love dill. I don't think I could use too much dill. It's so good. I love it. And my dill even did not do well. Like it germinated, but it never took off. And also the chamomile germinated and it never took off. Like it's there, the plant is there. And now that the weather's starting to cool off, maybe the chamomile will actually begin to take off. I love dill. I put dill on like my salmon. If I'm making fish, I use dill and butter and lemon pepper. Oh, I love dill. I got a harvest of regular and pickling cucumbers before the bugs took them. Yeah. How do you treat your soil after vine borers? So, so what I would do is I would sift through it uh, to see if I could find any grubs or any larvae, anything like that. And then I would drench my soil with neem oil. So the neem oil, what it does is it works in a few different ways. So it'll kill the adult bug, it'll kill the larva, and it'll prevent any of the eggs from hatching. Not only that, but neem oil is good for like fungus and things like that too. You just have to be really careful because you don't want to spray it on your flowers because it's not a respected person and it can damage your pollinators. The storm took out almost all the whole peach tree. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. I know that you guys were getting some tornadoes that way. I saw that yesterday there was a tornado that touched down in Ohio. And I thought about you guys and I was like, wow, I wonder if that's anywhere near where they're located. Oh my gosh, the whole peach tree. Lots more pickling cucumbers to camp pickles. Yeah, I had, I want to say 2, 4, 6. I had at least 8 cucumber plants. At least 8, all gone. And then I even had a volunteer cucumber plant, and they took that one out too. It may have one section that may come back. Oh no, that's so sad. Got to get back to work. Okay, thanks for popping in. Would I do it now or in the spring on the neem oil? You can do it now, Gail. It doesn't matter when you do it. You can do it now or you can wait till spring. I would just do it now anyway, just so that whatever is there in the soil, if it is lurking in the soil, that you nip it in the bud now. So yeah, I would just do it now. And if you choose to, you can do it again in spring. Another thing you can put in there is that milky spore. I heard that milky spore is really good for beetles and larvae. So, like for the Japanese beetles and stuff like that, that could work pretty well for the vine borer as well. But yeah, it's been a rough year for those cucumber plants, and I haven't gotten cucumber in probably about the same amount of time I haven't gotten squash. So it's pretty sad because I love cucumbers. My husband loves cucumbers. I don't want to not grow cucumbers. I might have to buckle down and take a trip to the farmer's market and get some pickling cucumbers just so that I can make some pickles. I had to do that last year. I had to go and actually buy the pickling cucumbers because I didn't have any cucumbers and I really wanted to make pickles. So yeah, I had made spicy pickles, I made sweet pickles, and I made just regular dill pickles. The sweet ones I only made for my daughter because she's like the only one that eats sweet pickles really, and now she's gone, so I probably won't make any sweet pickles. But those spicy pickles were it. Sifting is a good idea. Yeah, if you have any like hardware cloth left over from, say, maybe you were building the chicken coop and you got like a small piece of hardware cloth, you could sift through that. So yeah, I did find some vine borer larvae in the plants and remove them. Good, yes. Um, yeah, yeah, I didn't see very many evidence of vine borer, but those cucumber beetles, those ones were the they were the ones this year for me because that bacteria wilt that they spread to the plant, there's just no coming back from that. And what they do is when they are sucking the sap out of your plant, they're transmitting that to your plant. So, and then they go down where the root system is and lay eggs. And then the larva, when it hatches, it just feeds on the roots of your plants. It's pretty awful. Pretty awful stuff. I can't tell if that's a root or not. Oh, it's not. It's just a wrinkle in the paper towel. It's just a wrinkle. I don't see any activity on the zucchini yet, but it's really puffy. So I feel like I have a good chance that it will germinate or that it's about to germinate. So I'm just going to go ahead and put those in the soil. That one and also the yellow squash. I didn't really get any uh, for sure germination on those. But like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and put them in the soil now. And if I get something, I get something. Otherwise, there will be no zucchini and no squash. Because this is it, guys. I'm not starting more zucchini and squash after this. This is the last try here. And if it doesn't work this time around, then we'll have to wait till next year. I don't know. I might grow them in a greenhouse next year. That way I don't have any bugs coming in doing anything. And if I have to, I'll just hand pollinate them myself and be done with it, because I'm so tired of these bugs. And I'll have to do bush varieties, because that's the only way I'm going to have space to do something like that. I can't be growing like, you know, vines that are going to be running all over the place, especially if I am trying to hand pollinate everything. All the bugs. Did you have the cucumber beetle, Gail? The little yellow striped or spotted cucumber beetle? They were little tiny yellow beetles, and they had like spots on them or stripes on them. Matter of fact, I'm going to put these baggies over the tops of my things here. Until they sprout. The squash bugs were relentless, yes. Basil everywhere. It gets puffy before it pops out. Yeah. You are done. Yes, I had those too. Oh, they're just so, ugh. All right, so I'm going to cover these zucchinis so that I don't get them confused with the Kajari melons, because I also have Kajari melon in the same containers, and I don't want to confuse them because I didn't bring anything out to label anything, of course. But look at that little Kajari melon. Hopefully he hangs on, and hopefully he does well. I'm going to add some of this to the top of there, because this has the compost in it, and that first Kajari melon didn't get any compost. It was just straight cocoa coir. So that little bit of nutrients in the compost should get the little guy off to a good start. All right, it looks like everything is everything. This one's empty. These are done. I'm just gonna set those there. All right, and let's see, do I have another one of these? No. Oh, this cucamelon I still have to get to germinate. You know, I don't even know. I don't even know if it's worth it now. Plus, it's going to be a vining one, and it's going to run all over. So maybe it's a good thing it's not germinating, because I really don't have anywhere to put anything that's going to run all over the place. The trellis that I have out there now has nothing on it, so it wouldn't be a bad thing. But those Calypso cucumbers are going to need somewhere to run. I also have fence still. Well, that's it for those. That's going to be my last round of starting seeds for summer crops, because I'm done with zucchini and cucumbers. I mean, and melons. Well, I have that white Crenshaw melon that I started out there. Well, one of them got taken out by the cucumber beetle. So I know it looked it I left, and then when I came back it was dead. So and it was the only one that was dead. And I didn't see any evidence of, like, the leaves were not chewed up. Um there was no vine borer damage. So it had to have been the bacteria wilt from those cucumber beetles that killed it. So I do have one of those left, the white Crenshaw melon. I got that from free heirloom seeds. Those free seeds that I had to. Hi, Crooked Peach, how are you? Thanks for popping in. I just did a pop-up. I was putting some seeds in some dirt that I germinated in some paper towels and some Ziploc bags because I don't have any cucumber plants, and I'm down to like my last couple of zucchini plants that I'm not sure are going to make it. So I had to quickly start some more and hope that I can get a harvest before the end of the summer. So I just threw those in some paper towels and some Ziploc bags, and they germinated in like 3 days. So I just now put those in some dirt, but I decided to just go ahead and pop up. And um, if anyone wanted to keep me company, they could pop in. I have a whole bag of yarn to give the old lady at church, my winnings from several times. She will love it. Oh, that's nice, Gil. Yeah, she will. Cucamelons are a pain. They get wild. I can't even get them to germinate. I have used 3, maybe 4 different seeds from different people, from different, um, one was at my gardener. I think another one was like something, I don't know if it was Mountain Valley or I don't know what it was. Might have even been Burpee, who knows? I got so many different seeds. And then people have sent me cucamelon seeds. So I don't know what it is, but I cannot get them to germinate. I put them on top of my coffee pot. I have tried it all. And I've even direct sowed them. Nothing. No germination at all whatsoever. So I put them in some paper towel and a Ziploc bag just so that I could actually see for myself, are they going to germinate? They have not germinated. I put them in there on the 1st of August, along with everything else. Everything else has germinated except for the cucamelon. So I don't know. If they don't germinate, they don't germinate. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to start more. Um, but I don't know. Maybe next year I'll find some at my nursery and just buy the plants. One cantaloupe and something ate it. I had one back there, but it doesn't look like it's going to make it. It's kind of deformed. So I was like, yeah, that's probably not going to make it. I got some watermelons growing though. Hopefully they grow out. I planted Sugar Baby, but I don't know whatever happened to it. I've got 4 watermelon plants in containers, and I've got 4 watermelon plants. 4 watermelons. So both containers have 2 watermelons each. So hopefully they, you know, just see if you can get an actual cucamelon and put the outside. Let them do it naturally. It works. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that because I don't ever see those anywhere though. I don't see those in my grocery store. They might be at I never noticed, but they might be at like the Spanish store that I have down the street from me. They they might have them there because they're like a Mexican sour gherkin, other than cucamelon. You can call them Mexican sour gherkin. So the Mexican store might have them. Who knows? And I could just take one of those and throw it in the dirt. And then I'll have 1,000 plants. And then it'll be every year I get them and I can't get rid of them. It'll be like, oh yeah, so you say you can't grow cucamelon? Yeah. The Asian markets. Okay. I'm wondering if I've seen one Asian market near me. Um, it's not that far either, so I could probably check there. That's a good idea. And it only takes like, um, 50 days or so to reach maturity. So I know I have time. I just need the seeds to germinate. Getting ready for your video, and you're going to have to go. All right, Gail, thanks for popping in. It works with all kinds of veg, tomatoes, squash, etc. Yes, yes, it does. Hey, Joe Serrano, how are you? Haven't seen you in a long time. I hope everything is well with you. I just decided to pop up because I was putting some seeds in some dirt. So I had everyone keeping me company while I was doing that. And now I'm done with that. So we're just chatting. Nothing nothing specific. Hope everything is good with you, Joe. Hope everything is good with you. Are you in the area of the hurricane? Well, it's not a hurricane anymore. Now it's a tropical storm. Thank you, thank you. It's a tropical storm now. So my son is in South Carolina. He's on the Navy base. And my daughter is in Florida, also on the Navy base. So my daughter said it rained, but that was about it where she's at. But she's not all the way east. She's more like central. She's not even Eastern Standard Time. She's on the same time as me, so she's Central Standard Time. So she's in Pensacola. She said all they got was, some rain or whatever. It didn't rain. It hasn't rained since Friday. But my son said they canceled classes for them, and it's like flooding there and all types of stuff. So we got some rain last night. Well, a lot of places were in need of the rain anyway. I mean, not destructive rain, but nonetheless, a lot of places were in need of that rain. So those downpours, I mean, some places it was much needed to get those inches of rain. We got some rain a couple days ago, like early in the morning and then again late at night. So it was nice. The garden loves it. My sunflowers are starting to bloom finally. I tried to get into Joe's Grow Big contest with the sunflowers, but they just did not take off. So they're kind of short. They're beautiful nonetheless, but they're short. They're not big mammoth sunflowers like they should be. And the heads are very small. So, but my blackberries are doing well. I just harvested some rattlesnake pole beans. I also harvested some peppers. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit of harvest here and there. I just was sad that I didn't have any cucumber plants this year. Those darn cucumber beetles just wouldn't let me be great. Oh, Zeke's outside patrolling the garden. All right, guys. I was just popping up. So thank you guys for popping in and saying hi. I am going to go ahead and end this here. I know Tina with Life in the Piedmont is doing a live at 2:30, I believe. Yes, Joe, actually, no. I didn't get married till I was 28. My son is going to be 22 in November, and my daughter is going to be 20. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 20 in February. So they're 2 years apart, and my youngest is going into high school. Oh, she's on. Okay. Let's go to Tina, Life in the Piedmont. She's on now. Okay, guys? So let's head over there. Thanks for popping in.